Hey, it's time to get up. No, no, there'll be plenty of time for rest. Well, let's not worry about rest. It's time for you to get up. You were, and you fell in battle, honorably, and it's my duty to now guide you to where you belong. Wait, what do you mean? Where is that? You don't know? Huh. Well, it's not really my job to tell you. It's just my job to take you. So, you're coming with me, whether you like it or not, and you need to get up. Yeah, I can just. Okay, I'm trying to be polite, but if you won't move under your own power on your own 2 feet, fine. I'll just pick you up. People don't usually like that thought. Interesting. Just stand up. You're really wasting my time. You tell me. You were out here. You fell in battle. Why were you here? What were you fighting for? Really? Well, oh, it's just that I haven't had this happen in a very long time. Most people, especially if it just happened, can remember why they were there, what they were doing. But you don't? Hmm. Don't you worry about what that means. Let me worry about that. All you need to worry about is keeping up. Because I'm not exactly going to be taking it nice and slow. We have a long trip to make. It's going to take a while. And, well, I prefer it when people, right, walk on their own 2 feet. Well, it feels more like a collaborative effort and less like I'm just making something happen. You know, I was sent here for a reason, right? Not everyone gets guided to the afterlife like you are. Or at least, not by me or my sisters. Believe what you want. Whether you believe it or not, I'm looking right at you, talking directly to you, and you're answering me back. So you can tell me you don't believe it, but I'm here. I am real. And, hi. Nice to meet you. Now let's move. Simple. Very simple. I was sent by the gods to guide you, because you are an honorable warrior. Well, there's no mix up. There never has been, there never will be. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you agree with the definition or not, it doesn't matter. Your soul was marked, and so when you died honorably, I knew where to go to collect you. Oh, shepherd, if you prefer, ferry, transfer. Really, does the word really matter all that much? Regardless of what specific verb you want to use, I am taking you from your past life to your new one. And by the way, there are many benefits that I think you might enjoy. All the mead you could drink, first of all, and all of the smoke leaf you can smoke. Some find that quite enjoyable. And, it's not just, methods of inebriation that await you. A grand feast that never ends, and all of the pleasures you could imagine. What do I mean? Well, why don't you put a little thought into it? I'm not going to elaborate. Just envision all of the best parts of life and none of the worst. Does that sound agreeable to you? Does that sound like something you would be willing to walk toward? Good. Very, very good. I do prefer when people come along willingly. I do prefer when people come along willingly. So, you don't remember your death. Do you remember your life before today? Oh, come on, you can't see me and not realize something's happened. And you don't remember it, and that's fine, you don't have to. Tell me about your life before. Why are you a warrior? What do you fight for? Admirable. Very. There are many who cannot fight for themselves, and they rely on others who are willing to do it in their place, on their behalf. But that doesn't answer why. You do it purely out of the goodness of your heart, or you do it for a job, for a place to stay, reliable food. Oh, no, please don't misunderstand. I'm not judging. I'm just trying to understand. When we get where we're going, I will have to introduce you. And the more I know about you, the better of an introduction I can make. And it always sounds better coming from me than from you. So, fill me in. Where do you come from? You weren't born on that battlefield. You weren't raised there. There's more to you than that. Oh, so it's completely forgotten then. That makes things a little more difficult. Because I can't really introduce someone who doesn't know who they are. I know that your soul has been marked, and I know I should be here to guide you, to take you to the next step. But I know nothing about you, and unfortunately you seem to have forgotten everything about yourself. That's not good. Not at all. Not that I've had to deal with. Maybe when we get there, we can ask around. I can ask around and find out if anyone else has ever dealt with this. Honestly, I don't know what to do with you now. No, I'm not going to leave you here. You're still coming with me. Your soul has still been marked. I just don't know what steps to take after that, is the problem. You just now noticed? Really? No, think about it. The clothing, the uniform, the armor you were wearing, it was all designed for your physical body, which you no longer have. Why would your soul automatically have clothing on it? Why would your soul keep any of that? No. You have an awful lot of questions, and I'm afraid I don't have very many answers for you. All I know is that you don't need them anymore. Or do you need to know more than that? You won't have to worry about such things. You don't even have a body to put clothing on. What? Embarrassing. No, you are not the one who should be embarrassed. Frankly, it should be everyone else meeting you. Look, I'm not supposed to say anything about it, but, we Valkyrie are very well versed in how to handle a spear, and you have a very nice one. If anything, everyone should be embarrassed at the sight of you. What? I may not be human, but that doesn't mean I can't appreciate a man when I see one. No. No such things are forbidden. forbidden. Which, definitely makes them sound a whole lot more interesting, wouldn't you agree? You may not have your memories, but I can tell you there was no wedding ring. So really, what's the problem? You're getting all embarrassed again when it shouldn't be you getting embarrassed. If anything, it should be, quote, below me to find a mortal interesting. When I say interesting, what I mean is attractive. Maybe it's a factor. Maybe it isn't. Who can say for sure? All I know is that you've been good conversation, if a little difficult to get answers out of, which is not your fault. But you've been good company. And yeah, it took a little bit to get you moving. But really, some people take a hell of a lot more convincing. Some people don't even stand up on their own. Some people have to be carried, dragged, because they don't want to go. Please don't make me. It's a little pathetic if you ask me, but not you. No. Even with no memories of anything, you were willing to take the next step. That alone is amazing. So, well, we can. If you like, we can keep talking in circles. It's, like I said, difficult when you don't remember much. Maybe we can jog your memory. Or, maybe there are other things two individuals might want to do to spend their time together. Might enjoy each other's company very thoroughly. I think you know damn well what I mean. I'm not exactly trying to be subtle. Hello, Comets. Star here, and thank you for listening to this video, audio, vadio kind of thing, and Fan Friday. It's a Fan Friday audio, and they're always fun. And man, I love mythology. And I said that, actually in the, and that's probably not a surprise to any of my listeners, but I do. And I've wanted to do a Valkyrie audio since the beginning of my channel in 2023, but I didn't, because I didn't get to it, Other stuff popped up, other things happened, and I just didn't get to it. But now we did. And man, I love the idea of, you could say Valhalla, or more close to my home, Sovngarde, because I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan. And the idea of just this never-ending feast, and all the wine you can drink, all the food you can eat, all of the laughs you can laugh. I don't know. This metaphor is falling a little flat now, but just, doesn't that sound like an amazing afterlife? Like, really? Out of all the different afterlives you could have, and little aside, this is actually why I like the Elder Scrolls so much compared to other universes and other things, I guess. Because in the Elder Scrolls universe, it's not just one religion got it right and everyone else just kind of ends up in the same collective of heaven. In the Elder Scrolls, they're all right. You have the equivalent of Valhalla. You have the equivalent of the dark, eternal, unending void with Sithis. You have all of these different, I almost want to say competing afterlives. But they all exist. They're all right. They're all true. It's just a matter of what you believed in the life you lived. To me, that's pretty awesome. And so being able to pull on that a little bit, just a little bit, it's fun, you know? It's really fun to act out these stories. And hopefully it's just as fun to listen to them. Now, for anyone who might be interested, there is an extended version available on Patreon. You can go check it out over there. And for everyone else, there's MasterCard is the joke my brain wanted to make, which I don't feel like quite works. But, oh well. Thank you for listening. Thank you, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Mwah.